What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Well, some people know that I have no shortage of aquariums. So as you can see, I do have a problem. I was just diagnosed. I've got MTS, multiple tank syndrome. My bad. But what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to clean the filters. So no matter if it's a sponge filter, hang on back filter, whatever kind of filter you got, you're going to have to clean it. We're just going to clean it in a 5-gallon pail. And we just want to make sure that we use water from the aquarium. I guess that's all depending, right? So if you live in a well, or if you live on a well, if you have a well at your house, you can just use well water. But if you live in the city, a lot of that's got chloramine and chloramate, I believe it is. Either way, it kills the bacteria. You do not want that. It's always a safe bet. Just use the aquarium water. So you only really need one tank. No matter how many tanks you got, all your aquariums, they should have some sort of filter on there. So whether that is a sponge filter, or if you have some sort of hang-on back or some sort of canister filter, it's going to have two types of media in there, filter media. One, you're going to have some sort of sponge in there, and that is going to be your mechanical. That's where most of your goodies are going to be for you. And then there's also some sort of ceramic media inside of a hang-on back or a canister filter. And this is more of your biological filter. Either way, we want a clean 5-gallon pail. So we want to drain some of the water out of the aquarium into a 5-gallon pail. And I just bought a 5-gallon pail and I only use this for aquariums. There's never been oil or antifreeze or anything else. This is strictly for gardening. So the next thing I want to do is I want to unplug this hang-on back filter so that way when I take the sponge filter off, it doesn't make a huge mess. Let's take you in on a closer look to see what this bad boy looks like. So to do this properly, you don't want to grab yourself a fish bag. I got a center bag right here, but bought a fish every before. You got one of these. You can always use a plastic grocery bag, whatever. We're just going to go up underneath the filter and then pull the filter down so that way all the junk gets trapped in here. To be honest, I don't do this most of the time, but I figured I'll show you how to do it. So if I just pull this off here, some of it's going to fall loose from the filter and then it's going to be all in your water column again. No big deal, filter will pick it up, but this is the proper way to do it. So we got a nice sponge. All we're going to do is squeeze it out. As you can see, we're making some nice chocolate milk right now. The plants are going to love that. So that's mostly nitrogen. If you're looking on the NPK scale, obviously it all depends, but it's roughly 411 or 511. But mostly nitrogen. Let's go water the plants. So sorry we couldn't stay out any longer. The mosquitoes are just out of control. But as far as that fertilizer goes, you could put that in anything. Any outdoor plants, any edible plants, any indoor plants. It doesn't matter, and the best thing about it is you cannot overdo it. So you don't have to worry about burning your plants, because it just won't happen. As you can see here, this is the plant that we saved from our root bound video that we had. And as you can see, this thing is growing out of control using that aquarium filter, or the aquarium water, I should say. I also use it on my aloe, which I can bring you in. There are 1,000,001 babies growing. My Thanksgiving cactus, succulents. My little prickly pear that I saved from rotting, I also put the fish water in there. It's doing just fine. So I know it's pretty common knowledge to most people, but I know there are some people that did not know that, so I just thought I'd share that experience with you guys. Until next time, happy gardening. Peace. So I understand not everyone's got 700 plus gallons in their house, but all you really need is one aquarium, even if that is just a little a betta fish. And please, if you have a betta fish, don't keep it in a little glass vase. It's just not right. You might not know, but they're only in a shallow bit of water for a season, 2 to 3 months. And then after that, the water comes back and they're in a full body of water. So yes, they can live in a small body of water, but that is just for a season. And then, like I said, it floods and it gets much bigger.